What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel for another 4K Blu-ray review. And today's movie is another incarnation of Die Hard on a plane. This time with the late Ray Liotta in the high-altitude thriller from 1997, Turbulence. Kino Lorber just released this on 4K for the very first time, and they went back to the original camera negative to do it. Let's check it out. Standard slipcover, some decent graphics on the front of the plane, even though that this scene never happens. On the back, just some information about the movie. There's Ray Liotta. Inside, two discs, a 4K disc and a Blu-ray disc. Standard. Die Hard on a plane. That's exactly what this is. I saw this one in the theaters, in its classic 1990 cinema, with its over-the-top and bloated action sequences and its cheesy one-liners, most of them said by Ray Liotta.
They said this was a non-smoking flight. Honey!
Not much to this movie. It's like a 100-minute thriller, but Ray Liotta manages to keep your attention for the bulk of the movie. He's opposite Lauren Holly, who I definitely thought was miscast in this role. She seemed really out of her element and did not have the gravitas to be able to handle a situation like that. But it is what it is. I also found it odd that they made a big deal about this Category 6 storm that the plane was going to fly into in the film, but it was like a 10-minute scene, if that. It was probably less than that. They made such a huge deal about it. But, I mean, whatever. The barrel roll that the plane did, I mean, that was kind of cool, even though I doubt that would ever happen in real life. But 1990s cinema. Now, on to the movie. Ray Liotta plays convicted felon Ryan Weaver. Him and another felon are being transported across the country to LAX, where they await their fates. They somehow manage to take over the flight from 4 U.S. Marshals and either kill or incapacitate everyone on board, including the 2 pilots and all the crew members except for one lonely flight attendant, Terry, played by Lauren Holly. It's up to her to somehow get this plane on the ground, even though Ryan wants to crash it. For this release, Kino Lorber went back to the original camera negative for this Dolby Vision encoded 2351 image that I found a tad disappointing. I have seen other films from this era that looked better. The image looked a tad soft to me and the day scenes were more gray-like. Facial tones looked fine, but most of the shadow and darker images were slightly brighter than I would have expected.
Captain seatbelt warning. You'll all have to go back to your seats.
We're not done here, man.
The audio was presented in DTS 5.1 HD. That sounded great. The sounds of the 747 sounded terrific, as did the commotion on the plane. Low frequency effects and surrounds sounded pretty decent as well. Not something I would demo, but it definitely got the job done here. Dialogue was also clear and concise. No special features here except for a few trailers and a commentary track. It's a product of the 90s with its look, feel, and cheesy dialogue. It's a decent thriller, and Ray Liotta, he's a terrific actor, so there's that. 6.5 out of 10. Well, that's today's review. Come back again for another 4K Blu-ray review.
Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share, bruh.